Alright, so there's not really much pre-context behind this one. I'm just going to go ahead and read it. It's a lot of, you know, I think it speaks for itself. I was, stressed. That's the pre-context, and trying to, find some answers. I don't know what to do. I feel stuck. I have a million things going through my mind. I want to go in all these different directions, but I'm not really fully going in any direction. I feel like I'm really at the bottom, low point, and I can't seem to pick myself up out of it. I keep telling myself that I just need money from the house to come. But truthfully, even if it came today, I do not have a clear vision what I would do with it. Here's what I can't decide on. So these are all different opportunities and businesses. So Government Certified Pro was the business that I had pitched to Lance. New York City subcontracting, that was just taking advantage of the New York City minority certification status because they're better. They're like the highest in the country. Federal contracting, which is what I was learning too. Wholesaling, automated systems, staffing. I don't know what the fuck those three were. Well, those two. But just anyways, I feel like I was just, focus is really important. We can't juggle a million things, and if you go through that yourself, you have to. That's what I was saying here. It was like, I had all these great ideas. Well, I had what I thought were great ideas for each one of those categories, but ultimately, because I had so many categories, like I wasn't doing anything. Like, to go back, I don't know what to do. I feel stuck. I have a million things going through my mind. I want to go in all these different directions, but I'm not doing anything. And this made me feel like I was at a low point and I can't seem to pick myself up out of it. But we all go through it, but you have to, address it. It's like I'm zooming back and forth between all the above ideas, and it's driving me crazy because I'm not doing anything enough to actually see results. They are all great opportunities, but I'm not giving enough focus to any of them, and therefore they seem to not be working. They all seem to not work. And every time I do try to focus, it's like a money issue comes up and completely occupies my state of mind to the point that it consumes me. So at this point, I was really tight financially. Every day I had taken in the previous years, I had like 3 merchant cash advance loans coming out of my account every single day because those are the loans that I had accrued over the previous year. And every single day I used to fight just to keep not like it, literally I did. Seriously, I would wake up every single morning. Every single morning, the first thing that I would do is I would look at my bank account because TD Bank had a overdraft charge of $35 per overdraft. And there were times where, if my account I didn't have enough, I'd have like, I had 3 or 4 merchant cash advances every day, let alone not to mention the other, shit that was linked. So I would go from, 0 down to like 400 easily. And so yeah, man, that's how fucked up it was. So, I had a lot of overhead, a lot of fixed expenses, a lot of commitments, and not a lot of business. So I definitely was feeling it here. And every time I try to focus, it's like a money issue comes up that completely occupies my state of mind. So, if you have that issue too, where it's like, the lack of money is what you're focusing on. I mean, shit, that's why you need to get money. That's why you need to focus so you can make money, so you're not always occupied by the lack of it. That you're not always, giving your attention to the fact that you don't have it. It doesn't even allow for you to focus on other things that might be worthwhile. So, that's no excuse. I felt the same way. Trust me. Whether I had more money or less money, or it's all relative. It don't matter if you make $100,000 or if you make $10,000 if you spend all of it, or if you owe more than that. So there's no excuse. I really need to sit down, develop a routine meditating practice, and begin living by my calendar. Those are fundamentals and absolutely true, and things I still struggle with. I need to develop a plan of action and stick to it no matter what. If I don't, I'm just going to end up failing and driving myself crazy. It's funny because I'm so far now in my esoteric studies that I'm beginning to learn to listen to my inner self, but I'm not actually listening. Rather, I'm just hearing. It's like I either give into it or continue down this stressful and unhappy path. I feel like I'm right at the brink, and this passage probably pushed me over the edge. I need to stop stressing so much and start listening. Once I do, the universe will conform to my will. Yes, it will. Just stop fighting it, Rashawn. You are Ra, son of God, and you can have anything you put your mind to. So, one of the things that unlocked this, my life after this was esoteric studies, the occult knowledge, the stuff that, the stuff that goes deep into what it is what's going on. Those are the teachings. Those are that's the knowledge that helps you manipulate the reality, because you learn how to control what governs the reality. You learn what governs the reality. You understand your connection to it, and you learn how that you can manipulate it by understanding it. Just like if you understand electric, you can make electric flow in the way that you want it to, right? If you don't understand electric, you're going to get shocked, or you just never be able to use it. So if you don't understand this, you're either, you're just not going to be able to use it, or you might get something here and there, not really, and probably fuck yourself up or whatever, but just you get it. You have to learn how to work with this. And esoteric studies are what most learned individuals go to. This is the knowledge. There's only one knowledge. It's funny because I'm so far in my studies that I'm beginning to learn to listen to myself. That's profound. We don't listen to ourselves. And I know, because even subsequently, past this, I found myself, not listening to myself. And I'm trying to get back into that. I actually have been, and that the biggest calling that I've had, the biggest barrier or like resistance that I have was to do what I'm doing right now. I didn't want to do this. I did, but I didn't do this. I wasn't listening to my inner self. I knew I had a story here, and I knew that this was something, but I just wasn't, I was too embarrassed to put myself out there like that, or just too conscious or self-conscious, whatever the case is. Just like I was just procrastinating, and I wasn't listening to my inner self, and now I am, and I feel great. So look, begin to listen to your inner self. I was doing it then too, I guess. And you don't have anywhere else to go, then fucking go in. Oh no, look, I wasn't listening to it, but I'm not actually listening. I'm just hearing. You know what that means. You listening to your parents, or you just hearing them. It's like I either give into it or I continue down this stressful and unhappy path. So it's like, either I fucking submit and I to do what my parents say, or I keep staying unhappy and punished. I can't go out with my friends and ride bikes. Like, that shit is not fun. I feel like I'm right at the brink, and this passage probably pushed me. I need to stop stressing and start listening. Say that again, boy. Once I do, the universe will conform to my will. Say that again. Just stop fighting it, Ra. You are son of God, and you can have anything you put your mind to. So remember this. Take this as if it's the reason I'm doing this is because hopefully it could. If you have any of these feelings, you could take some of this as words of encouragement to see that you can go from nothing to something and create your own reality via realizing these things that you got going on in your head. We all have this shit. It's just I wrote it down, thankfully. Like, I wrote it down, and then I think that via a higher thing, it actually gave me the knowledge that I needed to actually transcend it. What I'm going to do now is, first, I'm going to take a deep breath. Fuck. Second, I'm going to create a plan for this week and write it. Listen, youngin', it's the fundamentals down in my calendar. Third, I'm going to do everything I set forth to do. I'm going to incorporate things every day that feed my soul, and I'm going to follow my action plan with confident faith. That's it, man. That's it. Snippet that. That's it. That's really all you need to do. From this day forward, I'm leaving the old Rashawn in the past. I think I'll always be with you. And I'm embarking on a new fulfilling life. a new life, fulfilling and actualizing journey from which I'll never look back. Today I am washing away all my self-limiting thoughts and actions, and today I am becoming Ra. I will accomplish all that I set out to accomplish from this day forward, and I will do it 1 week at a time. I will stay consistent and persistent and will not allow no one to get in my way like I have in the past, including myself. I will create goals and revisit them every month. I will stop myself from being lazy and will never again put something to the side that needs to be completed. Today is a new day, and I commit myself to myself. Never again will a task go incomplete. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, and harmonious and happy. You know? When I tell you the next 2 years of my life were fucking monotonous. I worked. I'm not gonna, I don't recall specifically, but I don't think that I did everything I said here. I will all that I set out from this day forward. I did that. I will stay consistent, persistent, and not allow to get in my way, including myself. I will create goals and revisit. I don't know if I revisit them every month, but I definitely revisit them a lot. Stop myself from being lazy and never again put something aside. I mean, I would like to think I did that, but I doubt it. But again, this is another thing about this shit. We don't get everything that we want, but we're not perfect. But if you could just optimize yourself, you'll get what you want. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be efficient. I need to spend ample time preparing for what I will do when I get my money back from the house. It's April 15th, and I should be getting my money by May 31st. By then, I need to have done the following. Completely have finished my site, to include a finished projects tab, updated case studies, government tab, all that stuff. That happened. Hired a proposal writer, didn't happen. Handled all disputes with my business and personal credit profiles. I don't know. Secured a pre-approved for contract financing. I don't know. I don't think so. Have fully created my growth strategy. Finished that. I went to Goldman Sachs 10K small business program and finished this. Have developed full-fledged government marketing campaign. Didn't do that. Have developed a full planned GC market. No. Have decided on a government marketing mentor. Circumpunct. I don't remember. All right. So that's it, man. That's what this one's about. This one's about, this is just lessons, man. I feel like, and some of these things are just about questions and answers. My questions were, I don't know what to do. I feel stuck. I have a million things going through my mind. I went in all these different directions, very in my emotions and just we all have questions, but this seems very feminine. And, and I'm zooming back and forth between all the above. The ideas that drive me crazy because I'm not doing anything. It sounds like a woman, And then, I got spoken to by myself. Look at that, that's the masculine and feminine within me. Because Ra came out. Okay? Ra came out and said, what you're going to do now is this. First, you're going to take a deep breath. Second, you're going to create a plan for this week. And you're going to write it down in your calendar. It's funny. I fucking find myself telling this shit to women now. Relax. Breathe. You're going to do what you say you're going to do. You're going to incorporate things that feed your... this shit is basic, man. This is like fucking TLC. I'm going to follow my action plan with confident faith. That's it. So I go from, I don't know what to do. I feel stuck. I have a million things going through my mind to relax. So do the same thing, man. That's the message here. Relax. Chill. Reorient yourself. We all fuck up. We all get to this place, But speak to your other self. We all have two sides of ourselves. We have the bitch side and we have the fucking, non-bitch side. We have the, positive and negative. We have all, we have everything, man. We have everything. That's the thing. Just tap into the part of you that you need and, and fucking, yeah. I think in one of my last entries I said, control your attention or let your attention control you or some shit. Don't do that. Don't be ran by, your attention is like that woman side of you. That's like that feminine side of you. Your fucking emotion and shit, If you don't fucking put that shit, if you don't be like, yo, this is what we doing, it's gonna fucking, come on. We all know what happens when, there's no rules in place. So, yeah, man. Take control of yourself. Ra, you take control of yourself. While you're talking to other motherfuckers like, is it you nigga, you do it. Again. Stop playing. You know what it is? Relax, breathe. You good, homie. You good. Look at everything you got. You never need. You never even know how you get it. It just happens. And you finally listen to yourself, and now this is gonna happen. The next step, this was it. But you need to listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. Breathe. Stop stressing yourself. This world will give you too much stress. Everyone's so fucking antsy. Everyone just wants to, don't be like everyone. Peace.